Hi, I'm Dr. Aimea Villarreal, and I'm Associate Professor of Mexican American Studies and also the Program Head for the Comparative Mexican American Studies program. I'd like to tell you about the program. Perhaps you've never known that there is a minor in Mexican American Studies and also a BA program in Comparative Mexican American Studies. So let's find out more about it. What is Comparative Mexican American Studies anyway? Well, let's call it CMAS. It's an interdisciplinary BA program that realizes Our Lady of the Lake University's social justice mission and expertise in Mexican American culture. We explore the historical and also contemporary experiences, artistic expressions, and contributions of Mexican Americans, broadly defined, and from a comparative and transnational perspective. That means we can never study one population in isolation. So we look at interactions between groups, U.S. minority groups, and also at the U.S.-Mexico border, in order to think about the cultural development of Mexican Americans as a population and the diversity of experiences and histories within that group. The program prepares students for all kinds of things: graduate study in the humanities and social sciences, a variety of careers in public service, law, education, the arts, nonprofit organizations. It also provides opportunities for students to attend academic conferences, conduct community-based research, and engage in service learning projects. So let me tell you a little bit about the new minor in Mexican American Studies. So first of all, the Introduction to Mexican American Studies and the Survey of Mexican American Literature are both general education courses. That means that if you take them, you will be fulfilling two requirements: a requirement for GE and the requirement for the minor. Also within the minor is Mexican American Visual Arts, Mexican American Cultural History, Women, Gender, and Migration, and Borderlands in the Black Atlantic. This last course is about the Afro-Latino experience. So the BA in Comparative Mexican American Studies actually extends the minor in a very significant way. There's a new degree plan for 2021, 2022, and that'll be out in that catalog. The BA requires 36 credit hours. Core courses are 18 hours, advanced courses 12 hours, subject area electives 6 hours, and there's also a required minor in any subject, unless, of course, you decide to double major, which we encourage. So the core courses are somewhat similar to that of the minor. You have the two GE courses that will count for both sides in Introduction to Mexican American Studies, Survey of Mexican American Literature. You also have the Visual Arts, and there's one extra interesting course, the Comparative Ethnic Studies, in which you're going to get a comparative overview of Mexican Americans, Native Americans, Asian Americans, African Americans, and in comparative perspective, focusing on social movements. We also have Mexican American Cultural History and Voices of Women of Color, which is basically feminist studies from African American, Mexican American, and Indigenous women. The advanced courses are Women, Gender, and Migration. So that's going to be contemporary and also historically based. I told you a little bit about Borderlands Black Atlantic, focusing on the transatlantic slave trade and the Afro-Latino presence in the Americas. There's a special topics course to prepare you for the capstone, and the capstone is an actual ethnographic research project in which you will formulate either a historical archives project or a project in which you go out into the community and do interviews and document some kind of cultural phenomenon. There are many possible. So what's very exciting about the new program is that there are lots of electives that you can choose from. The program is also part of the Center of Mexican American Studies and Research, the CMASR. And the CMASR puts on a lot of cultural events, academic symposia, and conferences. So we also have a club, the Mexican American Student Association. Of course, you do not have to be a major or be anyway affiliated with the CMASR to be part of the club. But of course, we encourage you to take classes in Mexican American Studies. So this year, the club members went to the National Association of Chicana Chicano Studies Regional Conference, and they presented as part of a panel. We also won the Spirit Day Award for our booth. So the club has been very active, doing lots of events on campus, and I encourage you to join. So, has the spirit of CMOS moved you? I hope so. If you want more information, just want to talk about maybe double majoring, getting a minor in Mexican American Studies. It corresponds with any major. I've had majors in history who've minored in CMOS. I've also had majors in biology and even computer information systems who've minored in CMOS. It's a complement to any major. It shows on to your future employers or to graduate schools that you are very serious about diversity and equity, and you're willing to actually put the investment in to take courses and actually get a degree in this. Employers are looking for diversity. They're looking for students who have knowledge and expertise in minority populations, specifically Latinx and Mexican American populations, since they are the majority here in Texas and in the Southwest. So I encourage you to check out the minor and also contact me if you have more questions. Thank you for your attention.